All right, you guys. So it's going to be like this. Winning is not going to actually determine how good you're going to be. It's really losing and how you respond to losing. So now let's see what happens. Let's see what continues to happen. This is the real test for Caitlyn Clark. At the end of the day, I'm going to say this again. She signed up for it when she accepted all these endorsements, multi-million dollar shoe deals, had the highest selling jersey, had a media built hype machine behind her. She has to accept what comes with the territory. At the same time, if things work out for her, she'll get all the credit, she'll get all the praise. Well, she has to get all the blame when things are not going her way, and her defenders can't make excuses for her. So, the New York Liberty destroyed the Indiana Fever by 36 points? And Caitlyn Clark was horrible as she made one shot. So now people are saying, yeah, here we go. Now we all know what happened with her and Shandy Carter. Shandy Carter, where once again people kind of like blew the foul out of proportion and basically made it worse than what it really was. Because I'm going to do some videos about that. You had some of these people, I know they really don't watch basketball, were saying that it was assault. And I just was laughing because I was like, obviously, this person doesn't watch basketball. If Karl Malone didn't get charged for assault for basically splitting Isaiah Thomas' head in half, then why would you think this is assault because it was a hard foul? Now, keep in mind, what they are not telling you is that actually Caitlyn Clark, when she lost her woman, can't say man because they are women, she basically pushed the person from behind. Actually, it was retaliation. But of course, they only focus on what happened to Caitlyn Clark, just like how they basically started a lot of this racial tension that's going on now that has trickled and spilled over to the WNBA, because it was all good when Caitlyn Clark was talking crash. She was talking, she was talking big time trash. It was all good. She can say whatever she wants. She can do whatever she wants. She was doing the Tony Yayo. I'm not going to call it the John Cena because actually Tony Yayo came with that and John Cena stole it from him. But that's typical of, you know, people mimicking us and copying off of us. But I give John Cena credit. He did admit that he got it from Tony Yayo. But at the end of the day, Tony Yayo, from my knowledge, was never compensated by the WWE. And as I said before, he should look into that. 3 points in pretty much 30 minutes. And her team got destroyed. And now the Indiana Fever is 2-9. You can't sit up there and say she doesn't have any help and people are being too hard on her. And why do people have these high expectations for her? Because y'all said she was going to be the Messiah. Y'all made her out to be the Messiah. Y'all made her out to be the savior of the league. Y'all are the ones talking about, oh, because of her, they're staying in better hotels and they're getting put on charter jets and all that kind of stuff. Well, here's the thing. The NBA should have been trying to do that. There's probably 30 players right now that's better than Caitlyn Clark in the WNBA. And here's the thing. I know Angel Reese got fined $1,000 for not talking to the media. The team got fined like $5,000 for not talking to the media. But let me ask you this. How would you feel? You didn't play the great game, your team won. You may have had 20 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists, because WNBA numbers are a little bit different from NBA numbers. And then instead of them asking you about your team's win, they ask you about a person that play on another team. Oh, what do you think of the stuff going on? You're going to be like, it's eventually going to get to the point to where you're going to be like, man, F her. Like, stop asking me questions about her. And I think these people need to understand, and the media need to understand from the other, you know what I'm saying, the other players that's in the league, that there's more than just Caitlyn Clark. Once again, Caitlyn Clark, and I think why a lot of people are annoyed, including people like me, listen, this is real talk. I'm going to keep it 100. Has she won back-to-back national championships going into the league? Fine. I understand. But for a person who lost back-to-back and they are celebrating losing, and then the losing team get invited to the White House by Jim Crow Joe over the winning team, that says a lot. So that's why there is some contempt for Caitlyn Clark, and she's done absolutely nothing to simmer it down. So she has to understand, since you did nothing to simmer it down, calm it down, try to find some common ground, you part of it too. So you have to take the good with the bad. And right now, it's more bad going on than good. At the end of the day, you would feel some kind of way, especially if you are a established star. You a multi-time MVP, but then the league did nothing to try to build the league until this, American-born Caucasian woman entered the league, who really is unproven, didn't accomplish nothing on the collegiate level, doesn't really have any actual collegiate records. So think, is that fair to the other players? Why didn't the NBA invest like $500,000 into marketing the WNBA? Better advertisement, putting the players out there more, making the players more available to the fans. At the end of the day, a lot of things center around fan base, and they done next to nothing for people to get familiar with these WNBA players. So this is the NBA's fault. So then all of a sudden they hear about Caitlyn Clark. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're just going to market it just strictly around her. And then you somebody like, and then you some of these established players like Taurasi and all the other people in there, and you think it to yourself like, damn. And then you have the media, you know what I'm saying, adding fuel to the fire, gaslighting this thing with Caitlyn Clark, and then basically protecting her, giving her a, you know what I'm saying, a platinum, complexion protection card. So what do you think is going to happen? And then you have people that get mad and attack anybody that criticizes her. And then you get her so-called bandwagon fans that try to harass and basically attack anybody that criticizes her. So of course you're going to be ignored. You're going to be annoyed. You're going to be like, damn, like what? So just ask yourself this. Wouldn't you get tired if you got people always asking you about somebody else? If you're a woman, wouldn't you get mad? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you get mad if you had a man and they always talking about their ex? Are they asking you about your sister? You're going to be like, damn, you with me. So that's how a lot of these WNBA players feel, and rightfully so. They have the right to feel that way because she hasn't put in the work. She hasn't done anything. She hasn't won anything. Okay, she's selling jerseys. Okay, she got a $30 million shoe deal. So now we want instant results. Once again, when she was signing those deals, putting her name on the dotted line, accepting all those endorsement deals and all that kind of stuff, she knew what came with the territory. So as well as she received things, she has to give back. You have to get instant results. You don't want to hear no excuses. There's no excuses. Hey John, why you caping for Caitlyn Clark, dude, and you black? You it's dudes like you that's part of the problem. She getting rewarded for winning. Like, dude, like put your cape up, dude. It's annoying. You part of the problem too. You crying black man's tears for a white woman, dude. So just stop it. Just stop it, man. You looking real, you looking real simpy right now. You know, you looking simpy right now. She hasn't earned anything. People want results, and people want results right away. No, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying it ain't about knowing the game. It's about you, you know, you simping for her. You making excuses for her. And I would have the same expectations if she was black. I mean, at the end of the day, say what you want to say about Angel Reese. She got a national championship. She got it. She got it. Caitlyn Clark is a back-to-back loser in the national championship, and she got everything handed to her on a silver platter. And for people to sit up here and pretend that it isn't because of her race, come on, man. But she is not above being criticized. So now it's like, okay, what do you do in the next game? Now you got to regroup. This is all on her. When people say she ain't got no help, she is the help. That's what I'm saying. It's always a double standard. That's the thing. Listen, you guys, we watch the NBA as well. Did you see any of us complaining about, you know, the Joker talking crazy? Do you see us complaining about Luka talking crazy? No. But if somebody says something to Caitlyn Clark, oh my God. Oh my God. The media opened up this racial can of worms, the racial melting pot, when basically they went after Angel Reese for doing the "you can't see me" hand gesture right back. They were threatening her. They were attacking her. They were calling her out. I'm like, damn, really? But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to have a real conversation. Anybody that will sit up here and say this isn't a race thing is just a flat out liar. And then I think what's making it even more worse, you got people acting like that foul, which got, you know what I'm saying, upgraded to a flagrant one. And people was talking about she should be suspended. Like I said, people act like Caitlyn Clark, you know, was bleeding like she got elbowed in the nose. She got right back up. But then again, she tries to play that role too. She tries to play, you know, damsel in distress. Oh my God, look what they did to me. So if there is some resentment towards her, I think it's justified. I think it's justified. I like her. I like Aja Wilson. You know, I like her because I like how she conducts herself, and she said what it was too, and she told the truth. See, whenever you try to bring what the obvious is and try to discuss the obvious and try to have a productive conversation, people try to dismiss it, and particularly people from the mayonnaise nation. Now, all of a sudden, they want to decide what isn't and what is racism according to them. Just like they came up with that ridiculous terminology, critical race theory. But now, all of a sudden, when you're throwing it back at them, now they want to say racism exists. So, do it exist or it doesn't exist? Is it a theory or it isn't a theory? So now, all of a sudden, it's racism towards Caitlyn Clark. But when we say that it's racism towards Angel Reese, then all of a sudden they try to dismiss it. And then they say, oh, you're playing the race card. Oh, you're being too emotional. You guys are too sensitive. That's the problem. We're too sensitive. We're too emotional. Well, y'all are being too emotional and too protective over precious Caitlyn Clark. Y'all the ones that are being sensitive. Y'all the ones that got upset when Angel Reese did the "You Can't See Me" last year. You had that racist David Portnoy calling her out her name, calling her a piece of crap. I was like, dude, are you serious? Dude, stop it. Stupid. Dude, you stupid. I mean, just like, dude, it's not that serious. All I'm saying is, say what you want to say about Luka. Luka earned it. Luka will be playing in the finals in a couple of days. Luka will be playing in his first finals in a couple of days, in a few days. The Joker, he earned it. 3-time league MVP. Luka, Western Conference Finals MVP. About to play in his first final, have a chance to beat the Boston Celtics and win his first championship. So Luka has earned it. He went out there and worked for it, like everybody does. Shea Alexander, he went out there, he worked for it, he earned it. That's why he finished second in MVP vote. You could have made an argument that he should have won, but hey, it is what it is. No big deal. You know, I'm not gonna sit up there and hate on the Joker. He earned it. Okay. So whatever Luka gets from this point on, he earned it. Same thing with Joker. They earned it. We just want Caitlyn Clark to earn it. So now what she needs to do, be quiet, play basketball, and stop playing victim when something happens to her. Because she looks at the camera, and to be honest, when she got hit, she was putting two on the 10. And people act like she like the way she feel like, she tore her Achilles heel or she shattered her knee and all that. She got right back up. So she part of the blame too. She part of the problem. So she plays into this crap too. But what I'm saying is she has to understand. We have the right to criticize her. We are going to criticize her. We are going to criticize her team. We are going to criticize her game. She stunk up the joint. I don't want to hear no excuses, back-to-back games and all that stuff. We don't want to hear no excuses. Every player is going to play back-to-back games. So we don't want to hear that as an excuse. When you have the type of hype behind you, you got to live up to the expectations. You got to live for the moment. Right now, she ain't living for the moment. So she can't sit up here and look for sympathy, and her bandwagon fans can't sit up here and tell people, oh, lay off of her. It's too early in her career. No. Because you got a lot of media people writing articles, making subliminal, suspect remarks. One dude talking about don't bite the hand that feeds you and all that kind of stuff. Man, get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Like, man, get out of here talking that don't bite the hand that feeds you. They was getting fed before she came into the league. Like I said before, oh, it's because of her teams are getting put on charter jets and staying at better. They should have been doing that in the first place. So now all of a sudden, because she comes in the league, now the NBA want to upgrade. Now they want to, you know what I'm saying? Now they want to put money into it. Yeah, that says a lot about Adam Silver. They should have been doing this in the first place, making it more marketable, trying to sell this product and try to bring in more global fans. Because nobody cared about the WNBA. But all of a sudden, they see her. They see she's American born. And she got some skills. Now, I'm not going to say she's a horrible player, but I don't think she's in the same category. I don't think she's the women's version of LeBron James. I don't think she's the women's version of Stephen Curry. Even though you can make an argument that that label was unjustly given to her. But here's the thing. Like I said before, when you have that type of notoriety and you have a machine around you like that, you got to live up to the expectations. You can't cry about it. You can't whine about it. At the end of the day, say what you want to say about Angel Reese. She's doing her part. She's doing her part. Caitlyn Clark got to do her part. She got to accept the good with the bad. And her so-called bandwagon fans are gonna have to accept the good with the bad. You have to accept it. And you can't, and the thing is, her fans can't sit up there and try to harass and try to bully somebody that has a difference of opinion. That's the problem that I have. And this is why I'm saying they trying to do the Eminem thing with her. And we don't need that. We have a right. We have a right to criticize her. Her team is 2-9. They're trash. I'm going to say this once again when people say, oh, well, Caitlyn Clark doesn't have any help. She the help. She wanted all the accolades of being the face of the league. Well, you got to do something. Figure it out. Figure it out fast. But anyway, you guys, appreciate you. I'm out.